What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today we are going over an entire new batch of rental codes, this time for Series 2, before they disappear. I share rental codes all the time. In case you're new to the channel, you're going to want to like, comment, and subscribe because we're sharing weird rental teams all the time. I always try to use unique Pokemon, or at least unique strategies on Pokemon you normally do see, and we've been doing that all through Series 2. These teams are now going to disappear, though, because next week I will start making new teams that will replace these teams, and this video will be covering these strategies very lightly. I'm going to request that you go ahead in the description and click on the specific links beneath each of these teams to go watch their individual videos. There's 2 videos for all of these teams, and you get the full actual team breakdown in those videos where I talk far more in depth about what they do. I also really quickly up top want to plug that I just did a collaboration with Pokesports, both on one video on my channel, one video on the Pokesports channel. I battled Kevin best of 3 in both of those videos. I use one of these teams on the Pokesports channel, my Iron Moth team. Go check that out on their channel, but then also on my channel, I did this whole long, crazy edit where I basically tricked Kevin by bringing his own Orlando team against him, but switching all of the sets and then surprising him in the battle when he thought that he knew what the Pokemon did. They didn't. That, I did like a whole editing thing for it. I think people are really liking the video, but it could be getting a little more eyes if you have nothing else going on and you want to go watch something that I think is pretty entertaining. Go click on that video. I just want to plug that because it took a long time to do and it was very fun and very worth it regardless. Yeah, we're going to go in order of the teams disappearing. So if you like a team, the earlier I mention it, the quicker you need to get in there and grab that rental code, just so you know. Let's kick things off here with my Gravity team. This is Sandy Shock's Gravity. This is the first team I made for Series 2. Effectively, what you do is you lead Sandy Shocks next to Noivern most of the time, and you click either Discharge or Gravity turn 1. While clicking Tailwind with Noivern, effectively, you can use Discharge next to Noivern. Noivern doesn't get hit because of the telepathy ability, and Gravity helps a lot of things that would love to not miss moves, right? So Iron Bundle has a real problem with missing Blizzards and Hydro Pumps, but not when Gravity's up. Iron Valiant loves to hit Hypnosis and Focus Blast when Gravity is up. Gothitelle loves to hit Hypnosis when Gravity is up. Iron Treads Rock Slide, but also has the Electric Terrain to help Iron Valiant and Iron Bundle get going. And Noivern likes to hit pretty much everything. Hurricane, Draco Meteor, Heat Wave even could use a boost in accuracy. Gravity helps do that. That's effectively what this team does. And there's also some type synergy happening where Iron Treads can use Earthquake next to Noivern, not hit Noivern. Can use Discharge next to Iron Treads, not hit Iron Treads. There's little things like that that also pop up here. Very, very fun team to use. I know a lot of people who this team is what helped them hit Master Ball in Series 2, so make sure you go try it if you haven't tried a Gravity strategy yet. Up next, we have my Scream Room team. This team is very, very fun because this team, my first foray into using Screamtail. I made this team the week before Wolf Glick then won the Orlando Regionals with Screamtail, but it's an entirely different strategy. Wolf was using it for its Perish Trap capabilities. This is fully just dual screens, and I think Screamtail is one of the most underrated Trick Room users of all time. It is so much fun to use as a Trick Room user because usually Trick Room users need another Pokemon to support it, right? You need something that is either going to use Follow Me or something that is going to fake out the opponent so that you can get the Trick Room up with your ally. Screamtail just has the bulk to live whatever your opponent's going to throw at it and then just get Trick Room up at the end of the turn. That's how it was working with me. The rest of the team is basically built around, do you need speed or do you need Trick Room up? And you can make that call for yourself. You don't need to set Trick Room every time. Trick Room obviously helps Torkoal go first because it's a min speed Torkoal. But Brute Bonnet, Iron Thorns, and Slitherwing all are max HP and get their attack boosted in the Sun or with Iron Thorns' booster energy. And that way they can just deal insane damage regardless of whether you're in Trick Room or not. And if you do get it wrong and you're not supposed to be in Trick Room, but you want to go fast or, whatever, you do have that Sucker Punch on Brute Bonnet, and Slitherwing's first impression is really, really nice. And that's kind of the idea of the entire team. I loved using this team. This is another team that I know people used to get to Master Ball. So if you haven't used Screamtail yet, I cannot recommend it enough. Truly, one of the most fun Pokemon I have used in Series 2 or in Scarlet and Violet yet. Next up, we have my Moonjugs team. Moonjugs is basically my combination of Roaring Moon and Iron Jugulis. I just hadn't used these Pokemon yet, and I think they're really cool. And I think Iron Jugulis's capabilities in Sun are super underlooked. I think Iron Jugulis just in general is underlooked, but its capabilities in Rain are far more obvious because it gets Hurricane. It can deal super crazy damage in Hurricane with Stab. It also gets Heat Wave, which is what I wanted to sort of attempt to take advantage of. And it also, with Booster Energy and Tailwind, becomes like an incredible Tailwind setter so fast once you get that speed boosted Booster Energy up. And basically what this team does is you have the Torkoal again to boost your past Paradox Mons, but also Roaring Moon has that nice loaded dice scale shot set that I didn't see any other Roaring Moons using in my entire time in Scarlet and Violet so far, and it's so much fun. You basically guarantee yourself a 4 or 5 hit, which, if I'm remembering correctly, is either 100 base power or 125 base power. I could be a little bit wrong there, but it's a crazy high output physical dragon move from Roaring Moon that doesn't care about sashes. Also, when you have the sun up and you Terra Ground, you can Earthquake things, and if you, literally, if you're the fastest thing on the field already, you can bring in Torkoal on the same turn that you Terra Ground and Earthquake, and because of the Air Balloon, Torkoal won't be hit by it. It's like the most fun you'll have in, on the VGC ranked ladder. I was having a blast. If you go watch the video, I use this team. That will come across. I am a little bit of a child in that video because of how much fun I'm having just clicking Earthquakes. But yeah, this team was also incredibly fun to use. And it's also a really bulky Fluttermane, which is not how I've seen any Fluttermanes used. It's a bulky Imprisoned Trick Room, Citrus Berry, just don't get hit by physical moves, Fluttermane. So go check that team out if that tickles your fancy at all. And finally, we have my newest team. This is Moth IRA. This team took forever to get exactly right. But because I knew I was using it against Kevin Pokesports, I wanted to get it perfect. And man, did I get it right. I really do feel proud of how this team works. Basically, it is spread move central, but you won't hit your allies. Like, there's a lot of friendly fire moves that if you're using the team correctly, you will not hit your own allies, and the Medicham has Feint to break your opponent's wide guards so that you can still get these spread moves off if that's what your opponent looks like they're going to try to do. It's so much fun to use. Again, I go over literally all of the immunities that this team grants your allies and stuff like that to make sure that you're using the team correctly. So go watch that video if you are interested in this team. But I just had so much fun using this team. And I think that comes across in the Pokesports video where I use this team because, I mean, you watch Kevin just get so frustrated with the fact that 1 second I'm using Discharge to heal my own Kilowattrel and deal damage. The next second, Kilowattrel's using Discharge and not affecting Garchomp. Like, it is really, really dangerous if you let this team get momentum against an opponent, especially because of the para chances with Discharge. And nobody thinks Discharge is going to be on Iron Moth anyway. I can't say much more. It's just a lot of fun to use. That's going to be it for this video. I do hope that you found a team that you would at least consider renting before next week when they all start disappearing. Definitely go check that out. And be sure, and this is more important than ever, comment below if there's a Pokemon or a strategy that you would like to see me use. I am now open and looking for suggestions for teams that I think that my viewers might want to see. So now more than ever, before Series 3, whenever that's revealed, comes out, we are in sort of a situation where it's like, okay, there's a couple of Pokemon that are new that I haven't used yet that I want to try, but also what else you guys got for me? I will try anything. I will go for it because I want to make sure that you're still watching entertaining videos, even though Series 2 has now been out for, what, almost a month? Something like that? Anyway, thanks so much for clicking on this video. Like, comment, and subscribe to make sure that it gets to more people. At 5,000 subscribers, I've already pledged that I'm going to start live streams again. So if you are interested in that, definitely help this video reach more people. We're growing every day. I sure appreciate it. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.